Hi everybody, welcome back. My name's Nicholas. Today we're going to slow it down just a tiny bit and I'm going to make a flower arrangement for a friend. Well, it's going to be a planted flower arrangement. So I have this basket thing that I'm going to use because I think it'll match the outside of her house well. And it's not rated for getting wet and stuff, but it'll be on a porch. And if I remember correctly, she gets like morning sun and afternoon shade there. So what we're going to do is, because this has big slats in it, I have some moss that we're going to line this with, and then we're going to put a black trash bag inside it, and then I'm going to use only plants that I grew in my greenhouse. So to go over what we have here, these are Multibloom Salmon geraniums. I got the seeds from Swallowtail Garden, and these get, hold on, I have everything wrote down because there's no way I could possibly remember everything. These get 10 to 12 inches tall. The next thing I have are these Premium Sun Chocolate Mint Coleus. I believe I got these either from, the rest of these things I either got from Johnny's Seeds or I got from Swallowtail. The Premium Sun Chocolate Mint Coleus is the one that can get the tallest, so it can get 14 to 20 inches tall. The other Coleus that I have is the Wizard Coral Sunrise, and it gets 12 to 14 inches tall. And then the last thing is this Dusty Miller. It's the new look Dusty Miller, and that gets 8 to 18 inches tall. So I kind of have an idea of how I'm gonna do it, because the plant that is the tallest right now is not necessarily the plant that would be the tallest when it's full grown. So I'm gonna put it in this basket almost backwards. So when she first has it on her porch, it'll have these in the back, and then stepping down to where the Premium Sun Chocolate is in the front. But because these will get the biggest, it's actually going to get turned around once things come to their full height. That's my plan, and I'm gonna try as best as I can to make this be usable after, but we'll see. I'm gonna try to like wrap the trash bag underneath it, and then I'll instruct her to like set it on risers so that the water's not pooling underneath, and it should be able to be used afterwards. So the first thing is to get the moss in here, and then the trash bag, and then soil, and then we'll go on planting. I think I've kind of changed my mind a little bit. So I think I'm actually going to leave this bag in it watertight so that no water can leak out. And I'm going to plant the plants up in here. And then I'll just tell her to water sparingly. And then in maybe a couple weeks, I'll have her just take these out and put them in her landscape somewhere. Because then it's like a dual purpose arrangement. And so I think it'll look good. So what I ended up doing, and you saw, was lined it with moss because you could see through it and I didn't want to see the black trash bag. Put the trash bag in and then filled it with soil. And then I loosely cut the trash bag because I'm probably going to like flip over the bag so that it encases that soil in there. And we might do like a little bit of moss on the top to cover everything. So next we just get to plant. But I'm going to grab some fertilizer to put in here so that these things will be well fed. So I grabbed the Proven Winners continuous release fertilizer. So I'm just going to sprinkle some of that in here. That should do it. So I will build this so that you can like see it front to back. So the first thing I'm going to do is what I said was put these in the front, which will then be the back once they grow to full size. And again, these are the Premium Sun Chocolate Mint Coleus. And again, I grew all this from seed. I don't know how many times I've said that, but this is my first time growing Coleus from seed. And it was so easy. So this will probably be something that I grow every year. And as I pull them out, you can see the roots, but they're not taxed. It looks really good. Yeah. Sorry, it's quite windy out here today, which is probably a bad day to do a flower arrangement, but I guess you have to do things when you can do them. That's the first row, and then I don't know. I might do 2 of these. The Dusty Miller on the side, and then I'll put probably 3 geraniums or maybe 2 in the back, depending on how many can fit. I think that'll be good. These are the Wizard Coral Sunrise. And probably these are my favorite ones that I grew from seed just because they have that beautiful like corally peach color. And I'm a sucker for that. I think that I will probably grow New Look Dusty Miller every year. I really like this better than the original one, and I like the color, and I like the leaf structure better on these. And then these are the Multibloom Salmon geraniums. I think I'll only have room for 2 of these. Sorry, here's the wind again. But as you can see, I did cut off a little bit more of the trash bag. And then what I'm gonna do is take some more moss and just put it over the soil like that, so that it covers it up and it just looks a little bit more finished. So let me just do that real quick. It's done and it's beautiful. It is looking a little bit windblown right now, so I'm going to take it in the greenhouse so it can settle back in, and I'll give you a close-up look as the wind's not blowing it around. It does have a couple water spots that'll dry, but I really like the colors together. This dark color, and these do have hard water little spots, but those will go away once it grows. I really like the wizard coral. Like I said, I think it's my favorite Coleus so far. And then you just have to picture it. Once the Coleus grows up a little bit, the Dusty Miller fills in so that you can see that beautiful like icy blue / white foliage. And then this color is just beautiful. This one's a little bit aged, but these up here are pretty new. So that's it for today. I just wanted to do something quick and easy. It's something I needed to do because that person's birthday is happening. So I knew I wanted to make that, but I thought maybe I would show you guys too, and maybe you'd be interested in seeing how I make an arrangement, like a planted arrangement. That's my first, well, no, I've done some spring stuff, but that's the first like summer container I've done, and it's all my own seeds, like my own plants that I grew from seed, which it's just fascinating to me. I'm so lucky to have this greenhouse. I mean, I always say that I would want a bigger one, and I do, but this one suits me fine for now. You can see how much I grow in here, so it's not like I'm hurting for space or anything. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you very soon. Keep learning and keep growing.